Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen and children of all ages. We're back with the second podcast for the Everyman Network podcast. Redundant, I know. Today we got me, the man that's 28 years old to figure it out for the first time how to do a bunny hop. And then, we've also got, guys, one of the coolest dudes on this side of the equator. And I mean, this guy's cool. This guy, he once killed a monkey with a hatchet. And the man today went to Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee. This man's been around the globe today. Dan the man, everybody.
Survived.
Dan the man, everybody.
The trip around the globe. Hey, how's everybody doing today?
So, what are you doing in Boo-Foo, Missouri, dude?
I actually went out to eat. My grandfather wanted to go to a restaurant called Lamberts to eat. So he comes over at 9 o'clock in the morning, gets me up, and he's like, get in the car. So I am going off maybe 6 hours sleep, getting to a car and driving for like 6 damn hours. It was hell.
So I guess my question is then, so your granddad comes in, he's like, come on, boy, we're going right now.
Yeah, that was pretty much.
I mean, what do you do in that situation? I guess you just get in the car, right?
Yeah, I was like, man, do I say no? Do I go back to bed? I'm like, well, shit, it's free food. I need to go.
All right, so I guess the dying question here is, what did you get at Lambert's?
I actually got a ribeye steak that was in a frying pan. They served it like really huge, and with they gave you free macaroni and fries with it. It had some kind of deal. So it was a big meal.
Dude, I don't know, but I feel like macaroni is always the safe move, like anywhere you go. Dude, I really love macaroni. Macaroni and cheese is the absolute best. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that I love macaroni and cheese more than anything. Like, I'm pretty sure I love macaroni and cheese more than I love my wife.
Doesn't everybody? Thought that was normal.
Is it?
I mean, yeah. Every 7-year-old loves macaroni and cheese. 7 up to 8, 9. I mean, dude, there's dudes in their 60s eating macaroni. Macaroni and cheese is the GOAT. It's undefeated. It survived the times.
How old do you think macaroni and cheese is?
Probably pretty old. Like, it's got to be pushing, I'd say 200 years. I don't know exactly when the dish was invented. Like, there was probably some beta form of it, and it kind of evolved to macaroni. I'd say early 1900s is the macaroni we know.
Okay. Is macaroni and cheese an alpha meal?
Yeah, I mean, macaroni and cheese is a great meal, and it's fun. It's, easy to cook. It's a default meal. Like, it's something anybody can make, and it's good. Like what more do you want out of life than macaroni and cheese is my question.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of things I don't like, but I don't know if, I can say those here. Let's see, macaroni and cheese. You see, guys, you come to this podcast, you'll learn something, all right? You're always learning on this podcast. The first modern recipe of macaroni and cheese was introduced by Elizabeth Raffald's in 1770 book, The Experienced English Housekeeper.
Damn it, I was off. I thought it was 1800s.
Yeah, I don't know if you're off necessarily. I mean, it's macaroni and cheese, man. But look at okay, mac and cheese. Like, I want to make some some amazing mac and cheese. Like, the best mac and cheese I've ever had is the cheesiest absolute shit you could ever have. Like, look at this. Like, that's amazing.
Actually, it kind of looks like what they served me at Lambert's. Like, no lie.
Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Mac and cheese is the go-to meal. But I don't really eat it anymore because I watch my weight more now. But when I was 21 and I was wanting to be fat and a piece of shit, mac and cheese was the move.
I always loved mac and cheese, even when I was a kid. Because it was one of the few things I could fix myself.
You can make other things. Look at with the breadcrumbs on it. Oh my god, where'd that go? Oh my god, with breadcrumbs.
Where'd that go?
Oh,
there we go.
Oh,
there we
go. Next time I come down to see you,
I'm
I'm gonna make this. We're gonna go to your house and cook this shit.
Dude, yeah. Okay, we're gonna make a whole video out of it.
We're gonna
try not to burn the kitchen.
Podcast in Dan's house. Podcast in Dan's house.
In my mom's kitchen.
In your mom's kitchen. But yeah, so steak? You got steak, you said?
Yeah, steak, french fries, mac and cheese, and they give you like a damn travel mug, but you don't get to keep it. You gotta buy one, sadly. But it's like that. It's like that damn big, dude. Like they serve the fat people like me there. Like even your inner fat kids there.
There it is, Lamberts. Did you get a roll tossed at you? A roll?
Yeah. Yeah, I actually caught it.
Oh, you caught it? I'm so proud of you.
Somebody did. Somebody actually did get knocked out.
I've seen your athletic prowess. Yeah. Sometimes I worry about you.
I was not the athletic child.
What is this mug? Is this right here?
Yeah, like that's what you drink out of. You can buy one.
This thing, the 20-ounce insulated mug?
Yes, like the exact mug right there. I had a red one with the American flag on it.
Look at this goofy motherfucker with his shitty beard and his... God.
Legit, my dad had that camouflage one, that one right there, for like 6 damn years until my brother broke it somehow.
Yeah. Your brother's an asshole.
He breaks everything.
It's true. But wow. Open menu. Let's see the menu. Sykeston, Missouri. I'm sure you went to Sykeston.
Yeah.
And let's see. Wow.
There's a steak right there I ordered.
I see it. Wow.
Dude, they bring it out to you on a pan. Like you eat out of a pan, like a legit frying pan. That's how big the damn steak is.
Huh. That's kind of sick, dude. We're going to have to go. I want to go to this place.
Yeah,
I've never been, but people always talk about it. I've always wanted to go.
You've never been? I think I've been 3 times in my life.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're much more of a well-traveled person than me. Excuse me, Daniel.
Nah, my grandfather's taken me 2 of those trips.
Oh. My grandfather's dead, Daniel.
I'm sorry for your loss. I did not know that. You gotta have more than one grandfather.
Both of my granddads are dead, dude.
Damn. You're like Bruce Wayne. You don't got nobody.
I got nobody. I was molded by the darkness, Daniel. Speaking of Bruce Wayne, we're getting back on this damn gravy train, Daniel.
Oh, here it comes.
The Joker is here. Joaquin Phoenix, the man, the myth, the Joker is here, Daniel. What do you know about the Joker?
Dude, I know everything. Like the Joker is like one of my favorite characters, and so when they announced this movie back in 2016, I was like, okay, this is going to be the shit. It's going to be underrated. It's going to be the shit. It's going to be like one of the best films. And look what's happened today. It's like one of the best comic book films ever made. It's like it's getting like the highest October opening week ever in the box office history. It's on track to make a lot of money.
All right, hold on.
And the movie itself is phenomenal.
Give me the Daniel review of the Joker.
Okay, so I'll start off by saying it's a 10 out of 10 because it is not your average comic book movie. It's not like Marvel. It's not like anything DC's done before. This is a more Martin Scorsese, king of comedy, Goodfellas type film. Like it's a character study. It shows throughout the movie the Joker, Arthur Fleck, going more and more and more insane as the film reaches its end. He is, he's the Joker. He's like merciless. He's heartless. He's evil. He's crazy. But you see what he was before that, and you get to see him become the Clown Prince of Crime. You see what made him the Joker. And that was just awesome. Like the movie does like little stuff to fuck with you and make you question yourself. Like it'll turn something on its head.
Now, obviously the Joker is who he is because he obviously has mental issues and also because people were picking on him. But I guess, Daniel, when I'm thinking about this, I call you, of our friends group, the resident, expert of all things
comic book.
Yeah. I mean, I would say I'm kind of the sports expert. David likes powerlifting,
yeah.
Cody medals and everything, and Chase knows cell phones, whatever. But as the comic book expert, is there a better villain than the Joker?
No, because this is symbolic. Like, Joker is the default villain because he's the complete opposite of the hero. He's the the complete opposite of Batman. It's like order and anarchy. It's just, I'm trying to think, yin and yang, good versus evil. They're complete opposites of one another, and that's what makes a perfect villain.
Daniel and David. That is the perfect yin and yang. Daniel and David.
It really is.
It's true.
I'm cooler though.
It's true. Yeah.
Taller.
And better looking.
Yeah, like much better looking.
So yeah, I don't know necessarily as far as this Joker movie. The one thing I find interesting for me, and this has been all over the news, and I just don't know, like, where people get this idea that this guy, obviously there's mental health issues and a lot of different things within this realm for the Joker and how he progresses, because it does give a scope of society of where you're really, you see what bullying and mental issues can really cause. But what really sets me apart here and kind of gave me a little bit of a shock value was just how many people were talking about attacking different, aspects of the of different people were talking about attacking theaters and people were on high alert, dude, and it's so scary, because even though this is such a well-made movie, like, people are still have these stupid ideas of what they should do.
A lot of people can't decipher real from fiction. They don't know that what they're seeing is a movie. It's meant for entertainment. It's not real life. I think a lot of the times, too, a lot of these incidents, I think it's instead blamed on it to cop an insanity plea, because if you look throughout history, they blamed it on everything. They blamed it on comic books. They blamed it on horror movies, action movies, and now they blame it on video games. So I think it's just people are universally fucked up at heart and will do evil shit, and they just want to blame something to spare themselves the death penalty.
Yeah, I mean, I just, dude, it's just, I don't know, man. It's crazy that such a piece of art could come out and really explain, like, a different side of the story that usually doesn't even explain, and people ruin it. Like, that's what ruins it for me. Because like you said, it's such an amazing piece of film, and, like, what it explains on the back end of the story, and people just ruin it.
This ain't really a spoiler, but, like, one of the mental health issues that Arthur or Joker has is his laugh. Like, it's kind of shown that the Joker suffers from an uncontrollable fit of laughter, and this makes him a very target of bullying, because people think he's crazy when he just has a condition. Like, he can't help it. He can't control his laugh. And you really see that in the movie. Like, this movie don't hold anything back. Like, they're calling him a fucking freak, a loony. They're beating the shit out of him. Like, it really shows you what drove him to that breaking point.
Right. And that's the thing. Everybody has that breaking point, but at a certain point, like, obviously people are using this guy as the messiah of, this is my reason to, kind of like when Dark Knight Rises came out? What was it that came out?
Yeah.
And they had the
Dark
shooting,
Knight Rises.
And they had the shooting in Colorado. And they use it as this idea that it's like they're calling to do something stupid, and it's just not, man. It's just not the place.
No, man. It's dumb. Like, these people, like the character, I guess, are suffering from a mental illness. So what they see on film, they see themselves as the character, when that's just not. That's not the reality of the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I just don't understand exactly. I don't know. People ruin stuff all the time, man. They
really do.
Anyways, back to what we were talking about. Enough of, Joker is expected, per CNN Business, Joker is expected to break box office records as controversy and anxiety swirl. And this was today at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Lucrative DC brand. It's families who killed. It just seems like there's a lot of angst towards this, even though nothing's happened yet. The film,
I think they're just blowing it out of proportion in a way.
Really?
Like, Yeah, like, I'm not saying everybody's doing this, but I think certain media coverage is kind of using this as a fucked up angle to get the film hype or boycott it. Like, I don't know. It's like they're praying for something to happen. Nobody's even mentioned anything bad happening but these news outlets. Nobody said a damn word until these news outlets started doing it.
Yeah, I guess that's fair because it's yeah, you're right, man. It's just nuts.
Controversy sales.
Exactly, and then right now they've gotten 2 of our clicks already tonight, just from them having this sitting on this website, and so that's the big thing. Is I think that they are just able to see it, and it makes people are clicking on it, and people know what happened with the shooting, and it's just a shame.
Like, you can't even enjoy a filmmaker trying to do something different. Like, he's trying to, do something no comic book movie has done. He's making a movie to show what made, like, one of the most evil characters in fictional history. What made him so evil? What broke this man? And now it's just getting kind of, ruined in a way because everybody's so worried that something bad's going to happen. That's just life. Like, bad things are going to happen in life. You can't live afraid. You just got to go and enjoy it while you have it.
Words of wisdom from Daniel Dilday.
That's right.
Question for you.
All right, hit me with your best shot.
You are the expert in comic books, obviously, and people I know. So, yep. What is the DC or Marvel?
I like them both personally. I like them both about even, but I think DC has better villains. Marvel has
realistic villains for DC. I feel like it's like more realistic. Yeah. I feel like DC has always been more realistic over Marvel.
Yeah, definitely. Like, Batman's something that could possibly happen. The Riddler is like basically kind of like the dude from Saw. Like, it could possibly happen too.
Yeah.
And DC is very realistic in its take, and that's why I like it. And Marvel kind of goes towards more fantasy. Like, you have Ghost Rider, who's like from hell, or in like the Spirit of Hell or some shit like that. Spirit of Vengeance from Hell, my bad. And you just have aliens and everything else. Though DC has it too. You have Galactus in Marvel who eats damn planets. Marvel kind of goes a bit more out there, and DC likes to keep its feet on the ground.
Speaking of keeping its feet on the ground, did you watch any of AEW?
I did not, but I was watching you guys talk about it. I did not have the TV at the time.
Oh my god, dude! AEW was awesome. Kenny Omega did a great job selling for Moxley. It was a great dude. Wrestling is changing, and I really think AEW is giving this opportunity for wrestling to get back to the originality standpoint of what sells for wrestling and what we love as viewers.
I feel like WWE drifted away from that. The cool thing about WWE was, you had good storylines, obviously, like somebody was betraying somebody or what was her name? Lita. Wasn't Lita like pregnant with like Kane's child at one point? I remember as a kid. Like, that was a storyline.
I think she was marrying him, but in reality, she had a real life relationship with Edge, and then Edge and Kane were feuding. If I remember correctly, I think that's how it went.
WWE was so cool back then because it used a lot of times it would use real stuff like the Matt Hardy and Edge feud over Lita. That was that real thing. Like, they actually had some bad blood between them because supposedly Lita cheated on Matt with Edge, and WWE used that, and it sold. Like, it's like one of the most memorable feuds in WWE. And they just don't do stuff like that no more. It's all kid-friendly, and the wrestling has just gotten kind of disappointing, too. Nobody takes risk anymore. It's just very vanilla, boring, and bland to watch at times. But they don't go all out until a pay-per-view.
Do you think... So, I've always been on the fence, but see, because I think, from what I understand from AEW, they're really going to try to aim for somewhat of a more realistic standpoint as far as storylines. Do you like realistic storylines more or the fantasy storylines like Kane and Undertaker? Because for me personally, I like the mixture because it was cool to always see like Stone Cold and against like his old boss, like being against Vince McMahon, and then seeing like the Undertaker and Kane fighting and being like rest in peace, and like, you know, they're like supernatural, they sit up, and so that was fun. But I worry about with AEW that they're gonna get too serious and not exactly
no drama, no
right. And so the storylines right now, actually, there was a thing on earlier today where Cody Rhodes attacked Chris Jericho. And that was on Twitter at Comic-Con, but I don't know necessarily if that's going to be something that really sells, because people have to keep up with everything on Twitter and on social media, and some people just don't want to do that. And I know a lot of people who don't want to do that. They want the story told week by week. So back to my original question, do you think either storytelling or fantasy, or like real life or fantasy?
I'm with you. I like to be right in dead middle. Like, I like to see certain wrestlers that are like, yeah, you know, they're just here. Then I like to see characters like The Undertaker, the Boogeyman, or even the Hurricane or Goldust, you know, somebody playing a character, and this character is kind of larger than life. Then again, I like to see my Stone Cold, just a badass, or The Rock, just, you know, the cool guy. You know, I like to see a mixture of both, personally.
For the record, well, you said somebody's name and like shit like hit my head, and then I like lost it real quick. Somebody's still wrestling, and I can't remember who. Anyways, Dan, what else is going on in the news? Well, you were telling me about this woman in a Port-a-Potty, right?
Yes, this woman in a Port-a-Potty died, sadly. May she rest in peace. But how she died confuses me and is the subject of some form of humor, sadly. How does a Port-a-Potty catch on fire? How did that happen?
Taking hot shits, Dan. Taking hot shits.
I mean, she must have had a lot of Taco Bell, like the what was it they have now? The Carolina Reaper nachos. She had to have that. That's like the only cause of that.
All right, here's the story. Police are working to identify human remains found among the charred debris of a burnt out Port-a-Potty in Florida. Residents in St. Augustine neighborhood reported that they heard a loud boom around 6:30. What are you doing in a Port-a-Potty at 6:30 in the morning on a Saturday? That's when you know your life's gone wrong. That's when you know your life's gone wrong.
I can't even pee in a public restroom. How do you use in a Port-a-Potty?
I heard that there were flames 15 feet in the air. Neighbor Jan Long told First Coast News. Our land that borders the land is still burnt now. First responders arrived about an hour later to find the Port-a-Potty on fire. She was probably cooking meth in there, something it had to be.
I mean, it is Florida. She could have dropped weed or something. I mean, who knows? It's fucking Florida. Party Central.
Did you say weed?
Yes, I said weed.
I was like, what is this man saying right now? But why would that explode? Randy, guess it's been a while since it's been a Port-a-Potty. What's the handle with the big knob? Yeah, what is this? Turbo mode? What is that? What is that? Look at that.
What the fuck?
Is that like the flusher?
Maybe. I've never seen a Port-a-Potty have a flusher. You just kind of went in the whatever it is down there. It's like a bag with water or something. I don't know what it is down there. I don't never seen a flusher on one. I don't know what that is.
Look, it's literally a flusher on both of them. That's insane. Could you imagine dying in a fucking Port-a-Potty? Be like, I'm gonna take a shit, and then boom.
That is probably hands down the most embarrassing way to die. Like, my heart goes out to this victim. This would be a public shame. I would hate to die like this.
Well, it made our podcast, so it's obviously a shame. Port-a-Potty explodes. Here we go. Come on.
Yep, that's Taco Bell. All right, that's actually live footage from my bathroom after eating 8 Taco Bell tacos.
Dude, what's the worst food for your stomach?
Worst food for my stomach. Oh boy, I do not Um, anything spicy will do it. But I think the worst thing that ever messed my stomach up was actually Krispy Kreme donuts messed my stomach up, and I don't know why.
What would a Krispy Kreme donut do to you?
I do not know, but it destroyed my stomach. It was You ever see the second Dumb and Dumber with like Harry and Lloyd, like in college, and the dude's like, "There's shit everywhere" in the bathroom, but in the movie it's chocolate. That was actually the real life of the donuts. Like, it was terrible. Like, rest in peace to that bathroom. I don't know what happened.
That poor bathroom, Daniel. How dare you deface a Krispy Kreme donut bathroom?
I like Krispy Kreme, but they don't like me, apparently.
Obviously. I don't know, dude. Whenever I have McDonald's, like, I take the biggest shits in the world, and then my stomach hurts so bad for like 4 days afterwards. I'm so bloated. It's disgusting.
McDonald's goes right through everybody. I don't know what they put in their food. It's good, but it goes right through you. It's in and out. Like, it's the in and out burger of your stomach.
I mean, I don't know. Like, it just sits in my stomach, dude, and it doesn't do anything, and it's so weird.
I've heard like a funny story about David is the thing that bothers his stomach, and my brother actually had to drive 20 minutes to the nearest bathroom. He cannot eat like a certain Mexican dish. I don't remember what it was, but it had like fried onions, a little pepper in there. It destroyed David. Like, David is crying in the seat, like praying to God he makes it to the nearest bathroom. It was actually quite hilarious to be in the car with him. Like, every speed bump he'd cry. Like, he's like, "Oh God, this is it.
This is the end. We're all dead."
He was in Zach's car. Zach is like, "Dude, don't you shit in my car. Don't you shit in my car, David."
Dude, it'll hit you
Zach
quick.
bought his car.
It
was funny because Zach wanted ice cream, and we're waiting on our ice cream, and we can't pull out. And David has to go shit. Oh man, that was like the best thing ever. It's still like my favorite story.
That is a good story, but yeah, McDonald's doesn't ever sit well with me. Krispy Kreme for you, not ever good. But speaking of things that don't sit well, authorities, Daniel, in Oregon have a pretty big clue about who broke into several vehicles in a Portland suburb recently after one of the break-ins and its stunned perpetrator was caught on camera. Look at this guy. Look at this fool.
Hey, zoom in on his face. Okay, so somebody put the background at this. Like, okay, hang on. It was at this moment he knew he fucked up.
It's true.
That's his face. He's like, "Oh, I fucked up."
The woman said the Alcam dash camera started recording once the man opened his car door. She said incidents are like this is why she purchased $300 camera. You set out the alarm, it scares them away. You've kept your things, but you don't have any proof of who did it.
Well, they got plenty of proof right there. His expression says it all. You ever hear the picture's worth 1,000 words?
Yeah, that dude.
I wonder what words are going through his mind.
That dude's like, man, I done messed up.
He's like, I fucked up. Mama, I'm sorry. I fucked up.
Look at him, dude.
He's shit, they get me.
He shook, dude.
That's fear.
That is.
I know fear when I say it. That is fear.
Yeah.
You see it in his eyes. Like, the eyes get you.
Yeah, he's...
You don't know what to do.
Look at him. Look at this video.
He's like, yeah, man, I'm about to rob her ass. About to hit... Oh! Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
There's somebody outside, too.
Oh, shit. That's his face. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? I would have... His face was priceless.
So he knew he was screwed, dude. What are you doing in a car? Like, get out of there, dude. Like, why would you ever? I've never been so broke that I needed to break into a car. Maybe that's just me.
I've been broke to the point. I'm pretty sure I once ate a piece of bread and an ice cube, and even then, I didn't break into a fucking car. Like this is why you don't break into a car, people. This should be shown at schools of like this is why you don't become a criminal right here, people. You become a meme. You become publicly humiliated. This man will never get a date again. His face will be known as shame everywhere.
Listen, you little rat man, is this what you ate?
Yes. Piece of bread and an ice cube. Legit. I think I've legit ate that before. I just don't remember.
How do you not remember?
I do remember.
All right. I feel like you're bullshitting me right now.
I think I did legit eat. I've legit eaten ice before though. Like because I didn't have food. Like we didn't get food until the next day, and I was so hungry I was just like legit eating ice. I do not remember if I had the bread though.
You do know that essentially bread
it was not filling me up.
Right, because it's water.
Yeah. Desperate times.
Obviously, yeah. But you gotta do what you gotta do, dude. You gotta do what you gotta do. So. Yeah, what else is up,
Worst
Daniel?
thing.
What's up in the world of Daniel, man?
Dude, nothing much, but I did hear something funny at my local dollar store, and this is the exact conversation. You know, I'm getting me some drinks. You know, I'm getting the checkout lane. This dude walks in, living his best life, and he's like, "Where are you doing?" And this dude's like completely country. Like he's worse than me. Like he cannot pronounce anything. He's like, "Where are you doing?" The lady's like, "Nothing." "What are you doing?" He said, "Riding around, drinking beer, just driving around." Dude, I about pissed myself in the damn checkout lane. I was laughing so hard because this dude just admitted in front of a cop he's drinking and driving right now. And this man does not realize how he's fucked up. I don't know by what miracle the cop did not hear him, or I don't know. Maybe he knew the dude and he's just like, yeah, he's bullshit. But that was pretty funny to bear witness to. A dude just like running in, yelling top of his lungs.
I mean, whenever I was growing up, my parents drank and drive with me all the time. Was it the best idea? Probably not, but fuck it. Like, what does it really matter? But for you to go to the dollar store, first off, why are you going to the dollar store? I guess it's right by your house. But
yeah. I
don't want to. I went to that dollar store once, I think, to buy condoms, and
wait, the old one or the new one?
Maybe it was the new one, or the old one. Old one.
Why are you buying condoms in Gleason, bro? What? Wait, no, we're going back to that. You know, this is a small ass town, and they gonna gossip the fuck out. If I'm buying condoms, I'm going to Dresden. They don't know me for a fuck up there.
You used to live in Dresden.
They ain't coming back to me. They can't prove that. They don't remember me. I was a baby.
And secondly, I don't care who in Gleason knows I was doing it. Come on, Dan.
Brothers watching. He's blowing air into the condom and throwing my paper.
Yeah, I was making animal balloons. All right, snakes.
Legit, I remember a prank at our school that somebody. Do you remember like when I don't remember who did this, so I don't know. Don't ask. But I remember somebody glued about 100 condoms under the teacher's car. Do you remember that prank?
No.
Really? I remember showing up at school and this teacher had a bunch of condoms glued under their car. It was the funniest thing ever, and it says a lot that I was the only third grader laughing at that prank. Because I understood it. Shows how I grew up.
I feel like that was a shitty prank, dude.
It was not a shitty prank. That teacher drove around town with fully blown condoms, blowing in the wind under their car. It was hilarious. 10 out of 10 prank.
7 out of 10.
My opinion. It's still funny.
Well, that it might be, but it's not as funny as we think it is, Daniel.
I think the funniest prank I seen was because it backfired. I don't know if it was David or Cody, but one of them accidentally broke Barbara's toilet one time trying to prank Chase. They went to dump cold water on him in the shower. Damn, the toilet seat broke and they fell in the shower with him. That was funny because it backfired.
That I don't know anything about. Never heard anything about that, but I can't give it the old. What the? Yeah, that's how I feel about that. So.
Remember it.
Yeah. Had to be there, bro. All right, Dan, we're going to get these people out of here. Short pod today. We're about 20 minutes short, but it's fine, though. So, yeah. What you learned today?
I learned a lot. I learned that you don't think condoms under a car is funny when it is. I also learned mac and cheese is about 300 years old, and I never knew that. I also learned that you're not even safe in a porta-potty. You can die while taking a shit. Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred.
What I learned today is that the Joker is the movie of the year, and also that people are insane, Daniel. Insane, brother.
I've been to that, dude. People are crazy. They do crazy shit all the time.
It's true.
You seen like the fail videos? People do dumb shit.
I'm not saying you're wrong. So, all right, Dan. Good stuff today. As always, stay golden.